How y'all doing? How's things? Today I'm gonna be doing more of a straightforward talk to you guys kind of vlog because there's a couple of things in my mind and they kind of connected. So we're gonna talk about collaboration and we're gonna talk about technology in music business. So stick around for this one. It is 2017 and if we go back, let me think. If we go back to say 1998, when I bought a computer. It wasn't my first computer, but it was my first kind of brand new computer I bought. It was a PC, desktop, junky old big machine, slow, but at the time it was amazing. And a friend of mine had a version of Cubase, which I installed into the PC, and it, in kind of no big words at all, kind of blew me away. That okay, there's a lot you can do this thing. I only had a mini jack input into the sound card, so I was limited what I could do with it, but I was still kind of blown away that how much you could do with it. And it was, for me, it was a big turning point. I did understand already that stage that the recording industry was going to go more towards computer-based recording, no doubt about it. But it was a turning point for me when I realized, okay, so this is the future. So little by little, I kind of added more, got more into it and figured out more of it. And then, the computers went from desktops to laptops, but even at that stage, there was no big change in how everything worked. It was still a very simple system that you had your computer, which held your software, and you had your hardware, which was the inputs from your microphones or from your guitar into the computer. So you had whatever it was, a sound card or audio interface, and you had your computer. This was the new studio. This replaced tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of words of equipment, and it happened pretty fast. But since then, yes, the technology's gone up, but the same setup is stayed there, and it's been pretty stagnantly like this. It's been you still needed your audio interface to get the signal from there to your computer if you're recording any kind of live audio signal. Now, the only change I would say in this whole game was USB microphones, but even at that, they were more aimed at voice, not singing. They were more aimed for podcasting or a quick way to connect to your computer. I personally believe that all of this is about to change. I believe there's a big, massive change ahead of us, right? I believe that the device that we use, which is your computer, which is the laptop, is going to be used less and less and less. And that is because of these devices. The latest iPhone 7, I was looking at them the other day. It has 256, the top model has 256 gigabytes of memory, which is that computer that I had back in those days, which I started with my Cubase, had hard drive that was it 8 gigabytes? My first laptop had a hard drive of 20 gigabytes. And the other thing is that the processing power in these things is just getting so powerful. These things are amazing, without a shadow of a doubt. We are only a step away from doing professional level recording with this. Already this came with GarageBand, which is very capable, very simple multi-track recording tool. The biggest holdback, I think, at the moment is not these things. I think these things already have the required processing power. And I'm not just talking about iPhones. I'm talking about the latest Samsungs as well. a lot of the even the other makes that come from Southeast Asia, like they're just the processing power in these are amazing, pretty much all across the board. I think there's two things that are holding us back right now. Is the software developers are a little bit hesitant still to step away from the big product that they have. For example, I use Logic Pro X, which cost me at the time I think it was close enough to €200, which is a big money to be paid for our software. But it's also what the companies rely on that money coming in. Having said that, it's a once-off payment, so they probably are very hesitant to get to the point that like somebody would be paying that sort of money for an app, which I doubt. Like a lot of people would be very hesitant paying that much for any additional thing to this device anyway. So the software, I personally don't think it's quite there yet, but I think it's only a development thing. It's only that somebody puts the commitment in and does such a high-end multi-track recording device that does anything and everything you can do on your laptop, on Pro Tools or Logic Pro X or Cubase. I think it's only a matter of time, and it's not a matter of like years. It's a matter of 1 or 2 years, and someone's gonna come out with something freaking amazing that is going to blow us all away of these abilities. The next thing that is holding us back is the connection. Now there are devices that allow you to connect some sort of microphone into these things. There are devices that allow you to connect guitar cables. I still haven't seen one that would be what is required, which is the pro level in the budget price, which is like things like Focusrite sound cards or audio interfaces provide amazing quality. Like my Zoom R16 provides amazing quality, and that's what we need. We need some hardware designer to focus all of their energy on the future, not in the past, because it is only a matter of time that these things, the laptop is not going to be the device we use anymore for recording. I guarantee you. I even believe that pro studios are going to be in a situation that there's going to be something like this, which has a docking station that is also the massive digital mixer, and they're just going to be talking to each other, and that's how you're going to be doing a recording. Maybe the other thing is that these things are not quite yet synced. I know we use cloud space, but I think that technology has to get like the storage. You need to be able to connect this to some sort of hard drive, because you still need that in things like movie editing and music. You still need the hard drive space because it does take a lot of memory. Those are the little things that I think are holding us back. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is collaboration. Anybody who does what I do, which is like you're trying to grow your own brand for whether it's music or whatever around it, knows that one of the quickest way to grow your brand is doing collaborations. And I think very often those collaborations can be where the real magic happens, because you're actually doing something with other people. The problem with it is that it's it can be time consuming. Find the people that you're going to work with, then arrange to where you meet, whatever. There's limitations of like how much you can travel and that kind of stuff. That's another thing that is going to be changing. That's why I've been advising Velocity on purely out of personal interest, because I think they're building a platform that is trying to do just that. They're trying to offer a platform where we can collaborate. Like I can record something in my home and upload it in Velocity, and then the other person can just record on top of it, and I can see it and I can download it and continue the project. Which is something I'm going to be setting up a couple of projects, and I'll be looking for people to collaborate with me. Obviously, they're going to have to be the right fit. There's no point. I play acoustic guitar. I'm pretty capable on electric guitar as well. There's no point in me getting loads of acoustic and electric guitar players to collaborate with me. Simple as that. I'll be looking for people that will be fit to the music. When they hear it, they know that they can add something to it and are willing to, donate their time to do that as well, in return of, like, getting a featured in the project, and hopefully in a way that I can return the favor as well, in sense of, like, they've got a project that I can help them with. That's definitely something I want to be doing, and I'm going to be setting up. I definitely will be using Velocity for this right now. I'm really hard trying to push the whole Velocity gang to go towards more mobile version of it, but they're still in the sense of trying to prove the need for the collaboration tool, which I think it's just obvious that it's there. It's just a lot of us musicians are not so quick on jump on a thing like that. So yes, I'll be looking for people to collaborate on some of my songs. I probably will do more video collaboration some stage as well, which I'll be talking about soon. But that's now, like, the one thing is the music. So if you think you are the kind of person that wants to collaborate with me on a project, you think you are the kind of right kind of fit, you think our music can match, and keep in mind that everything that I do, I throw out there to the audience. I don't do things for, I don't do pet projects anymore. I'll do everything is like full commitment into it. And so if you just want to mess around with something, I'm not the right fit for that. If you want to do something on a really high level at really, really fast pace scale, like I'm talking about, when I give you a track, I'm expecting you to hear back from you the next day with something solid, So yeah, if you think you're one of those people, please get in contact with me through Twitter or Instagram are probably the best ways to do it at the moment. The quickest places to catch me. So yeah, get in contact with me. I really would like to do that, because I think that that's the two things that us going mobile and collaborations are going to be the two huge things in the future in the music business, and the kind of global scale. I think, like, that's the thing. Like, it's not going to be, if I want to get one of my mates to come and play one of my recordings here in Dublin, I just give them a call and they come into the house, and of course that interaction is still there and it's vital. But on a global scale, that I can actually collaborate with other people anywhere in the world, that's where things get really, really interesting, and really, really I think we can really create something amazing through that. And I think Velocity is somewhere in that field very, very strongly. If I had the money and resources, I'd be investing in that company pretty heavily at the moment, because I think that's the future, and I want to see them go mobile as soon as possible. Anyway, that's my music technology collaboration thing for today. Let me know in the comments what you think of it. Are you one of those that you're struggling to see the move to mobile, and you kind of want to fight against, you want to hold on to your old school hardware, which is absolutely fine. The whole thing is that you record with whatever works for you. All I'm saying is that most of us in the Western world have one of these, and the developing worlds are catching up really, really fast with these things as well. And we're gonna see an artist sooner or later who just completely breaks through the music business by only using this device and their own skills. What I mean is, there's going to be a platform somewhere along the line that is going to be that you're just going to plug your guitar or microphone into it. You're going to record, and they're going to record the whole album on this thing. They're going to get it mastered on this thing. They're going to send it to distribution, and they're going to become a worldwide phenomenon. I've no doubt that that's only a matter of time that is going to happen. And it's always those who get there first that have a bigger chance of doing it in a global scale without the help of the massive industry behind them. So I think it's a really interesting space. I definitely want to play my part in it, and that's why I'm helping Velocity. Yeah, let me know. Let me know where you stand on this. Do you believe that? Do you believe that this is going to be the future? Don't forget to subscribe. And I shall talk to you guys soon more.